Want even more Hawaii travel tips for your trip? To celebrate launching our new premium podcast membership, all new members on the free plan get access to bonus episodes released during June and our private Facebook group. If you want even more, like live Q&As, personalized travel help, and live interactive episodes with our guests, paid plans start at just $5 a month. Sign up free at hawaiisbesttravel.com/members or tap the link in the show notes below. I'll see you there. In this episode, you'll discover the new visitor fees that could quietly add hundreds to your trip, why cruise passengers are facing unexpected charges, and what lawmakers in Hawaii are planning that could change the cost of visiting the islands. Aloha and welcome to Hawaii's Best, the podcast helping travelers plan an unforgettable Hawaii vacation with insider tips and featuring local voices. I'm Bryan Murphy, a husband, dad of 3, and certified Hawaii destination expert. Each week, I share local insights, travel tips, and up-to-date news, sometimes with guests across Hawaii and sometimes solo, all to help you plan your next trip to Hawaii. Aloha and welcome to today's episode of Hawaii's Best, talking all about Hawaii's new visitor fees that could catch many people by surprise. By the end of this episode, you know exactly what new charges are coming, when they'll hit, and how they could impact your travel plans and budget. So if you want to avoid even a bigger sticker shock of visiting Hawaii and make sure you're not caught off guard, definitely stick around for the details in this episode. Let's talk about the new fees, and I simply want to give you the info that is out there currently. This is June 1st, 2025 as I'm recording this. First, there's the increase in hotel and vacation rental tax. If you're booking a hotel or a short-term rental or a timeshare, you'll see the transient accommodations tax or TAT go up. The rate is moving up from 10.25% to 11%. I've already seen a couple groups on Facebook have some issues with this, especially the timeshare community, especially the deeded timeshare community aren't too happy about this. Those are some of the things that I have seen recently. So I'm curious on what your thoughts are on this. I guess the best way to let me know what your thoughts are on this is by DMing me on hawaiis.best on Instagram. And that 10.25% to 11%, that's just the state portion. When you add in the county lodging tax and the general excise tax, you're actually looking at nearly 19% in taxes on your nightly rate in some areas. For a family staying a week, this could add hundreds to the bill. Most travelers won't notice this until they actually see the final total at checkout. So that's why I really want to get this episode out there. Next, there's a new tax for cruise ship passengers. For the first time, Hawaii is adding an 11% tax on the value of your cabin while the ship is docked in a Hawaii port. This applies to every night you spend on board in Hawaii. The cruise industry says this could push per passenger taxes and fees from around $200 to as much as $350 for a typical trip. And that's a big bump, and it's going to show up directly on your cruise bill. And there's also, not done yet, there's also a lot of talk about a flat visitor fee. Lawmakers have been debating a $25 climate fee that would be charged to every visitor. This isn't law yet, but it's on the table for future legislature sessions. And if it passes, it would be a one-time charge separate from the hotel and cruise taxes. On top of all these, there are the existing park and attraction fees. So if you're planning to visit a state park, a popular beach, or hiking trails, expect to pay entry and parking fees for some of these spots. These usually range from $5 to $10 per person or per vehicle, and they're already in effect. As for timing, the new hotel and vacation rental tax, along with the cruise ship accommodation tax, they both take effect January 1st of 2026. So if you're visiting this summer or later on this year in 2025, you're going to be okay. But like many people, we're already 6 months out from 2026, and these are going to take effect then. So it's important to plan ahead. The proposed flat visitor fee, the $25 one, doesn't have a start date yet since it's still under discussion. But as some of you already know, park and attraction fees are already being collected. Hawaii's new visitor fees aren't just about raising money, what the lawmakers say. They're a response to a set of challenges the state is facing right now. Lawmakers and the governor have pointed to what they call a climate emergency. Recent events like the Maui wildfires and ongoing beach erosion have highlighted how vulnerable the islands are to storms, rising sea levels, and other environmental threats. There's also a significant funding gap, meaning studies show Hawaii needs hundreds of millions of dollars more each year to address things like beach restoration, wildlife preservation, and infrastructure upgrades. The new fees are expected to bring in close to $100 million annually, which state officials say will go towards these types of projects. And, the idea of a green fee isn't unique to Hawaii. Other destinations like the Galapagos Islands have similar charges aimed at supporting conservation and managing impact of tourism. In Hawaii's case, the money is supposed to be used for projects like replenishing sand on eroding beaches, clearing flammable invasive grasses, and making infrastructure more resilient to storms. Based on Hawaii's past and how funds have been managed, there's been a lot of discussion about how the funds will be managed for these fees. And the current plan is for the governor to recommend projects with the legislator making the final decisions each year. Some see this as a way to keep the process transparent and accountable, while others have raised questions about whether the money will actually reach the intended projects. Supporters of the fees say they're necessary to protect the environment and keep Hawaii attractive. Hey, I hope you're enjoying the episode. To hear the rest of this episode and get even more like it, along with a lot more benefits, become a member of hawaiisbesttravel.com/members. During the month of June, all new members on the free plan get access to bonus episodes released during June and our private Facebook group community. And if you want even more, like live Q&As and personalized travel help, merch discounts, and live interactive episodes with our guests, pay plans start at just $5 a month. Sign up for free at hawaiisbesttravel.com/members or tap the link in the show notes below, and I'll see you there.